Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's see how long this video becomes. Oh god. Okay, no speech yet. Straight in. Okay. このステージでは3つの新しいアクションを obviously, he's going to say like teach or something at the end, but yeah. この meaning this, you need a noun with it, so this stage では Okay, maybe it's, yeah, no, that works, doesn't it? A verb is going to be done at the location, so we need で and then wa, kind of bringing up the topic of the location, I guess, in a way. 3つの新しいアクション, so 3 new actions. And this no, I guess, is required to link this number of items to the noun. Even though it has an adjective in between, it's still linking the number to the noun. And then this adjective is just modifying the noun as well. So, wo oshiete agemasu. So yeah, I will teach you 3 new actions at this stage. Okay then. Okay. まずはモグラ塚を見つけてください. So first, モグラ塚. I didn't. This kind of is molehills, but I think zuka, usually read as tsuka, without the dakuten, it's just tsuka. It sort of means just house, home. So a mogurazuka is a mole's home, a mole's house. But obviously we translate that as molehill in English. And then mitsukete kudasai. So please find the molehills first. And everything we collect is going to talk to us. That's banjo style. Here we go. Okay, la-lan, that's just a noise, right? Like a kind of a musical noise, I guess. La-lan. 僕ら音符は一つのステージに100個いる. Yeah, 僕ら, so we, 音符. 音符 is, where have we seen this? I remember explaining this quite recently. Where did we see this? 音符. I think I... Oh, yeah, no, it was on the file select, wasn't it? Yeah, onpu is... So it's sound symbols, basically. Sound symbols. Musical notes, sound symbols. What? Hitotsu no stage ni. So on, like, a single stage. Hyakko. And ko is like a general counter for objects. Yeah, I think it has to be, like, inanimate objects. You can't really use it for animals, I don't think. But yeah, hyakko. So 100 things, iru, and iru is obviously to exist as an animate being, a being that can move. So yeah, 100 of us exist on a stage, or less literally, there are 100 of us on a stage. 音符ドアというドアがあって、それを開けるためには yeah, so onpu doa toyu. So this is an example of that toyu, meaning that something is called something. So this is all modifying the word door. So doors called onpu doa, basically. Doors called onpu doors exist, or there are doors called onpu doors, or note doors, musical note doors, whatever the English is. And sore wo akeru tame ni wa, it's sort of like for or to the purpose of opening those, basically. Bokura ga hitsuyo ni narunda. So we will be, I suppose, as I've said before, ni naru means to become, but it sort of doubles up as meaning will be as well in Japanese. So we will be required or essential. Hitsuyo is essential or required. So yeah, we will be essential or required for the purpose, tame is like purpose or sake, of opening those. the doors called note doors that he mentioned in the text box before there. Okay, let's see what Mumbo has to say. Okay. That's quite good, actually. They've sort of translated it quite well, the way that Mumbo speaks, you know, because he's saying mi wa, which this isn't, you know, this isn't a thing in Japanese. People don't say me like this. Obviously, he's, you know, he's using English, the word me. And he's saying mi wa magic dokuro. Magic is magic, and dokuro is skull. Mumbo ga jumon detsu ka. So Mumbo via Jumon is like spells, basically. So via spells or by the means of spells uses. Mumbo uses me via spells or kind of for spells, I suppose. When he does spells, he uses me. Sort of vibe there. Let's get this pink boy. Yahoo! I don't know if that's Yahoo or... Is that a celebratory noise? Like Yahoo! No. No, I think it's Yahoo! It's like sort of a kind of a... it's sort of a bit of a silly way to greet someone in a way. Yahoo! Sort of yelling at them, waving, kind of... maybe a bit camp. Although maybe not taken like that so much. But I when I say this to people, I sort of mean it in a, you know, I'm doing it in a joking way. I don't genuinely greet people like this. But yeah, Yahoo! Bokura Jinjo. We Jinjo. Kind of we are Jinjos, I suppose, but there's no particles. Bokura Jinjo. We are Jinjos. Hitotsu no stage ni go hiki zutsu. Let's just continue. Toji komerarete iru nda. Go hiki zutsu. Well, hiki is a counter for usually bugs, I feel. Like spiders are hiki. You know, ippiki, ni hiki, san biki. So yeah, I can't really think of any like small animals that use hiki. What uses hiki? Like rabbits don't. Do cats? Oh yeah, cats might. Do cats? And dogs? Dogs? What? I'm pretty confused now. Yeah, maybe they do. Yeah, maybe cats and dogs do. So I can't think of anything else that goes with them. Yeah, fish. Fish is another one. Yeah, cats. Cats is one. Yeah, so I guess it works because they're kind of small animals, I suppose, aren't they, Jinjo? But yeah, on one stage, Gohiki Zutsu. I don't know why it's Zutsu. Zutsu means like each. Gohiki Zutsu. So 5 of us each. Does that mean Zutsu is in on each single stage, maybe? Gohiki Zutsu. I guess it must. I don't know why you'd put Zutsu, though. I figure you could just omit that and it would still mean the same thing, you know. On one stage, there are 5. Gohiki. Toji komerarete iru. Yeah, I feel like you could omit Zutsu, but never mind. They've put it on. Yeah. Toji komeru. Yeah, komeru is a slightly different. It's not the same as komu. Komeru is to sort of get into something, I suppose. To get yourself into something very much. Is that right? Hamekomu. Oh no, maybe I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Maybe they sort of overlap a little bit. Not sure. Anyway, Toji komeru is to sort of be closed away somewhere. To be closed away or locked away somewhere. And again, making it like lalelu makes it passive. So it's like we have been closed away. They have had the action done to them. So we have been closed away. And then this kind of komerare te iru, again, making it kind of present continuous or whatever, or having the, being in a state of having this done to them is another potential meaning. So yeah, kind of 5 of us on each world are in a state of having been locked away. Or again, less literally, on each stage there are 5 of us trapped, kind of thing. 5 of us are trapped on each world. And then unda, just very kind of explanatory language, kind of strong sounding. Oh, okay, good. Bokura Jinjo wo tasukete. So us, Jinjo, help. You know, te form, just a light request, help us, Jinjo. And then jigsaw wo ageru kara. So yeah, it's sort of like, because we will give you a jigsaw. Yeah, kara, yeah. Yeah, it's sort of, I suppose kara at the end here just kind of gives you a reason to do so. It's like, you know, help us, Jinjo, because we will give you a jigsaw. They aren't quite so linked as they would have to be in English. But yeah, that's kind of the translation of it, I think. Yeah. All right, who else wants to talk to me? Everyone? More ompu. This game's really loud, isn't it? Well, every time I record a new part to this series, I turn the desktop volume down a little bit on OBS, and it's still too loud. It's ridiculous. Oh, dude. I think I might go up here first. I want to get the Talon Trot for a start. Here we go. Okay. 急な坂でも滑らない Oh, suberanai, I see, okay. Kazooie dash という So this is marking that this is what something will be called. という Kazooie dash という and then probably action is going to come next. So an action called Kazooie dash. Q can mean sort of sudden or urgent, but it also means steep, which I suppose kind of can overlap if you think about it. I suppose steep things, they kind of are sort of sudden in a way, aren't they? If you know, I don't know. It kind of works in my head anyway. But that's obviously a na adjective because he's put na with it to attach it to saka, which is a hill. So kyu na saka, steep hills. Demo, meaning like even, basically, even steep hills. And suberu is to kind of slip or to slide. And therefore suberanai is negative, meaning to not slip or slide. So, to not slip or slide even on steep hills. Kazooie dash to you. Action wo oshiemashou. So yes, an action called Kazooie dash. I've sort of decided, I'm kind of determined to teach you. I've decided to teach you. Okay. Okay. Oh, それは便利ですね. So just a noise. That is kind of convenient or useful. 便利. desu ne. That sounds, yeah, not sounds, but that's useful, kind of, isn't it? どうやればいいんです? It's kind of どうやれば is like if we do how, and then e is like, you know, fine, good. So the kind of, again, it's how do we do it? How should we act? I suppose you could see it as how do we do it? Yeah. Z ボタンを押したままで C 左ボタンを押すと So yeah, this is past tense of osu, oshita, meaning, you know, to press. So this is past tense. And then mama means like continually in the state of doing this. So oshita mama means in the state of pressing the Z button. So, yeah, obviously it means while holding the Z button. Yeah, oshita mama de. So via or in the midst of, I suppose, the state of having pressed the Z button or while holding the Z button. Shi hidari botan wo osu to. Press the C left button and, or, you know, you could see it as a conditional, if you press the C left button. Kazooie no deban. Deban, I feel, is like one's turn. Let's just look that up. Deban. Yeah, one's turn. Literally what it says in the dictionary. Okay. Kazooie no deban. So it's like Kazooie's turn. So if you press C left in the state of holding Z, the Z button, it will be Kazooie's turn. Is kind of the vibe maybe. Z ボタンは押し続けたままスティックで走り回ろう. I don't know why this is wa here, to be honest. Z ボタンは Yeah, I don't really know. I feel like woe would have done exactly the same thing. Z ボタンは押し続けたまま So, continually pressed state and via the stick. Hashiri mawaru would be, hashiru is to run, and therefore hashiri mawaru, I suppose, is just to run around. So hashiri mawaru is just kind of a volitional, you know, like kind of let's, like I say, it feels like this is kind of more of a kind of requesting us or advising us to do that. Try running around, but it's just volitional. Hashiri mawaro. So I guess volitional can have a kind of an advice kind of vibe to it, maybe. Sa lenshu. So yeah, lenshu just means practice. So now then, practice, or maybe, you know, you could maybe translate it as like practice makes perfect or something, but yeah. Ah, so much better. Boku tachi wa kaku stage ni jikko. Is it jikko or is it jukko? I think I'm doing that a bit too much now. I know that because of a kanji test, there was like ju-hon written as one of the things, and I would read things as juppon. I'd read that as juppon, and this as jukko. But I learned from a kanji test that it's actually jippon and not juppon. So now I'm trying to apply it to everything, like jikko. Not sure. Probably jukko, to be honest. So yeah, boku tachi wa kaku stage ni jukko kakurete imasu. Okay. Kakurete imasu. Kakureru then, I think, is to hide. Kakureru. And this is just, you know, again, just kind of present continuous, so are hiding. Yeah, so we, on like each stage, I think kaku here is each, so on each stage, 10 of us are hiding, basically. Boku tachi wo mitsukenai to majo no toride wo susunde, and then some more information coming. So, yeah, mitsukenai, just negative of mitsukeru. So not find us, and, or, again, maybe a conditional, if you don't find us. Majo no toride wo susunde. This is the te form of susumu, which means to advance or to progress. So majo no toride wo susunde, progress sort of through, I suppose, progress through the witch's fortress. Iku no wa muzukashii deshou. So susunde iku, so to progress and go. And this go here onto the end of a te form. Like it can be temporal or physical, like location. Susunde iku, so it's like to go on, to go forward, progressing, I suppose. And then no wa again. So we got this grammar point again, like I wanted to see actually. But yeah, the progressing on through the witch's fortress sort of will be difficult. And then desho, I suppose, is kind of won't it. It's sort of kind of, I think it's a little bit more assertive than it is kind of seeking agreement, but it's, I think it is basically just saying it will be difficult, won't it? I think something like that. Nice. Oh. このステージから外へ出たければスタート地点の Oh my gosh, man, I've got loads going on here. Okay. So from this stage, soto is outside. I think we saw that in part 1. And this is just a direction particle, right? So to the outside. Detakereba. This is a conditional of the desire form. So deru is to exit or to leave, to go out. Detai would be the desire form, to want to leave, to want to go out. And so detakereba is if you want to leave or to go out, kind of. Start or chiten no. I think this is just the start, and then a chiten is like a point. Chi is like chi, I suppose, is like an area, and then 10 is a point, so it's like an area point or a point, basically the start point. Not and then we've got warp pad no ue ni tatte kudasai. So warp pad is the warp pad, obviously said in katakana. No ue ni, so kind of ue is above or on. So to on of the warp pad, literally. Tatte kudasai. Tatte is tatsu, meaning to stand. So please stand to on top of the warp pad. Okay, cheers, mate. I might do that. Now the eggs are talking to us. Oretachi tamago. It's funny that the eggs are saying ore. I don't know why. It's just funny. But yeah, oretachi tamago. So we eggs, or we are eggs. There's no particles in the middle, but you know, they're implied, I suppose. Oretachi Kazooie no tomodachi. Oh, okay. So we, Kazooie's friends, I suppose. We are Kazooie's friends. Oh, kuwashiku wa mogura ni kike. Kuwashi means to be knowledgeable about something, to have detailed knowledge, or it can be, detailed information. And this is a very common phrase, actually, kuwashiku, kuwashiku wa. It kind of makes it into an adverb, but it doesn't really get used as an adverb in Japanese so much. You just say kuwashiku wa, and that kind of means, detailedly. And people say it like for more details, basically, or if you want to know more, is kind of a good translation of it. And then mogura ni kike. So kiku is the verb to ask, and kike is the imperative of that. So it's just, ask to the mole. Obviously, we wouldn't use ni in English, but you need it in Japanese. So it's, ask the mole for more details, or we will. What's that skull? There it is. Okay, next move. Okay, let's see. Kuchibashi Buster というアクションを教えます. So, an action called Kuchibashi Buster, which is beak buster, I suppose. I will teach you. I will teach you the action called the beak buster. Okay, let's just go back a bit. Jump の途中で Z ボタンです. So yeah, 途中 just means like in the midst of something, in the very middle of something. So kind of, whilst or via the very middle of a jump, Z ボタンです. Just kind of omitting the verb to press, but press the Z button. Oof, okay. Kazooie が地面に向かってスーパーアタックをします. I don't know why that exclamation mark's in the middle, but never mind. So Kazooie, Jimen is like the ground, basically. It's sort of like Earth surface, the Earth's face. So it's just the ground. Jimen ni mukatte. And as we've said, mukau means to kind of face something or to head towards something. So facing towards the ground, super attack wo shimasu. She will kind of do a super attack. Nandaka kowasou ne. Nandaka, I feel like this is kind of the same as nanika, just meaning like somewhat, or somehow, or in some way. And then kowai is an e adjective meaning scary. Scary or terrifying or whatever. And again, if you take the e off and replace it with so, it means like seems. So seems scary. Seems somewhat scary, or seems in some way scary, I think. And then ne, just, again, rhetorically seeking agreement. And then daijoubu kashira. This is the same as kana, meaning I wonder if it's okay. I wonder if it's sort of, safe to do. But as I said, kashira is used by women, like, or it's very feminine anyway. So, a kazooie's a woman. Kazooie is it's a female bird, isn't she? So kashira, she can say it. Sugu ni naremasu, chicken-chan. Nareru is to sort of get used to something, basically. So sugu ni naremasu just means, immediately you will get used to it. chicken-chan. And then kitto okiniiri no action ni narimasu. So kitto again meaning like for sure or certainly. Okiniiri no, I guess that, yeah, that's a bit weird. Kiniiru means to kind of like something. Kiniiru. I don't really know why. Maybe probably the Japanese don't even know why really, but yeah, kiniiru, it means to like something. So this is kind of a noun form of that, I suppose. And just is like an honorific before it for some reason. I guess you can do that. Okiniiri no, so it's like a liked action, a favorite action, I suppose. Maybe you could translate it as ni narimasu, like it will be or it will become one of your, one of your favorite actions, one of your most liked actions. And then, as I said, kitto meaning for sure. Yeah, surely it will become. I'm sure it will become. One of your favourite actions or something. Is there something behind this? No. But there is a jigsaw up there. Oops. Oh, gosh, I just completely forgot. Okay, I might edit back to this. Here he comes. グランチルラの砦をもっと奥まで進むため. Okay. Oh man, we've got so much here. Okay. So yeah, Gruntilda's fortress. Motto is like more, and then oku means like deep, kind of, more deeply. It kind of also just means like, yeah, just like to the back of something, like deep as in, right to kind of the back, I guess. But yeah, maybe just deeply, like it's motto oku made. So I guess oku, is it a noun? Yeah, just meaning maybe a noun, meaning like the back or deep in. Let's have a look. Interior, inner part, inside. Yeah. So just motto meaning more, so more deep until, I suppose. Susumu tame, advance kind of purpose or sake. ひとまず必要な音符が集まりましたよ. Okay. What? ひとまず for the present, once, in outline. I guess that maybe means... Maybe it kind of means like for the time being, with the amount of notes we have. The amount we have at the moment is enough to go further in, but we still kind of want more notes, don't we? So maybe it's like that's enough notes for the time being to go a little bit further into the fortress. So yeah, and then hitsuyo na onpu ga. So hitsuyo obviously is a na adjective. The required notes, and then atsumarimashita. Atsumaru is to gather something, I suppose, oneself. No, it's not. No, it's not. Sorry. Hitsuyo na onpu ga atsumarimashita. We've got ga here. That sort of gives you a hint at what kind of verb it is. Atsumaru is to... for things to gather together kind of their own accord, or to be kind of assembled. Atsumeru is when you yourself are gathering things. So atsumaru is sort of like they have been gathered. And for some reason, that is quite natural in Japanese to use atsumaru rather than atsumeru in this case. Like he could have said hitsuyona onpu wo atsumemashita. Like you have gathered the required number of notes, but hitsuyona onpu ga atsumarimashita is like the required number of notes are gathered together. It's sort of kind of passive in a weird way, but yeah, it works. Let's get more eggs. Even though Bottles is going to give us 50 later on or something. Jinjo! Thanking you. Oh yeah, okay. We'll get all of these. Oh look. It's so easy on the first level. Whoops. Is that it? Oh no. I don't want more things to talk to me. Okay. Achi care. Okay, achi is well, like kochi is like this place over here to me sort of thing. Sochi is like that place over there, you know, to you. And achi is that place over there away from, you know, away from, well, basically away from, yeah, away from the two of us, basically. So he's sort of saying like, and then ike is the imperative of iku. So he's sort of saying, go over there, like in a kind of a go away kind of way, get away. Hachimitsu ni te wo dasu na. Okay, so hachimitsu, as we've said, is like honey. Ni, just, yeah, to honey, I guess. Te wo dasu na. I guess that means to present one's hand in a way. Te is hand and dasu is to like, to get something out, isn't it? So I guess it's to extend one's hand or to get, you know, present one's hand. And then putting na at the end of it is like a negative imperative. You just add na to the dictionary form of a verb and it becomes, you know, don't do that. Very strong sounding, very kind of rude. So yeah, he's saying like, don't, you know, extend your hand to my honey kind of thing. Or again, less literally like, you know, don't touch my honey, get away, that sort of thing. Don't need it, mate. Nice. Whoops. Come on, come on. Hey, there we go. Is that everything? Oh, here we go. Conga. Okay. Okay, what's going on? Okay. I guess that's just, you know, like monkey noises. Yeah. Koko wa konga no nawabari. Nawabari. I guess that must just mean area, right? Oh yeah, turf. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, good. Roping off, demarcation, one's turf, domain, territory. sphere of influence. I swear I've seen that recently. Not that recently, but quite recently. Yeah, so this is Conga's turf, I suppose. This place is Conga's turf. Orenji kurae. So, kurao. Well, I don't know. This is just kind of used. Kurae. It's just kind of used in this way. So it is imperative. And it means, you know, like eat oranges. You know, in a kind of a eat this sort of thing. I think it might even literally mean like to eat something. Yeah. Kurae. So I guess the verb is kurao. Yeah, to eat, to drink, to receive, e.g. a blow. To receive a blow, to take this. So yeah, eat these oranges in the kind of a, you know, take them as damage kind of way. Oh, what's going on, man? I've got like infinite health. Oh, I've got infinite health. What's going on? I didn't put cheats on. Ooh-ha. Hey, ooh-ha. I don't know what that is. Just a monkey noise, I guess. Sawaru na. So again, we've got this negative imperative, just adding na to dictionary form verb. Sawaru is to touch, and then na makes it negative imperative, so don't touch. Konga no paneru yogoreru. Oh, okay. I think yogoreru is to, like, make dirty. Oh, no, I think, yeah. Yogosu is, like, to make dirty. For someone to make something dirty. And yogoreru, I guess, is to become dirty. So they're kind of the same thing. But, yeah, slightly different implications of slightly different focus, basically. Yeah. So konga no paneru yogoreru. So my Konga's panels will get dirty. You know, if you keep touching them, I guess. That wasn't close enough. Ah, come on. Okay. Ugu. Ugu. I don't know. Kuma kashkoi. Kuma is bear, which is what Banjo is. And kashkoi means, like, just, you know, wise, intelligent, smart. Kashkoi. Yeah, just an E adjective that means smart, basically. And then Konga no takara mitsukatta. Takara is treasure. And Konga no takara, so Konga's treasure. Mitsukatta, like just to be found. So yeah, Konga's treasure has been found, but doesn't sound quite so weird in Japanese, as we've already said. It basically means you found Konga's treasure. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying, alright, I'm trying. Sore Konga no orenji. So that, Konga's orange. Kaese. Kaesu is to return something, to give something back, to put something back. And again, we've got this kaese as the imperative of that. So it's give it back, return it. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's female. I didn't know that. Yeah, atashi wa oishii orenji yo. So very feminine sounding. Atashi is a way of referring to oneself if you're a woman. It sort of sounds quite cutesy. People don't say this. I don't think I've ever heard someone say atashi in real life. So yeah, so people don't really say it, but it does show up in games and probably in anime. I don't really know so much anime, but yeah, it's probably in lots of anime, I would imagine. So yeah, oishii is delicious and orenji is orange. So I'm a delicious orange. Is that it? Okay. Just going to adjust my setup a little bit because the keyboard's a bit far away. There we go. What up? Okay, Why? Why? This is kind of a celebratory, kind of cheering kind of noise in Japanese. Why? So that's what he's doing. He's just cheering because he's got an orange. Chimpy konga no oranji ga daisuki. So Chimpy is his name. He's referring to himself as Chimpy. Not that odd. Not as odd as it is in English anyway, to say your own name to refer to yourself. My ex used to do that. I didn't like it, but I probably shouldn't have disliked it really, because like I said, it was a bit more normal in Japan. And I knew a guy as well who worked in a bar who used to refer to himself by his own name. But yeah, bit more normal at least. I think still people would avoid it in like business situations and things. You know, you wouldn't do that in business or anything sort of formal or official. But yeah, casually, it's more normal than in English. Konga no oranji ga daisuki. Daisuki. Ski is to like something, or although I shouldn't translate it like that because it's not a verb. So ski kind of means desirable, and daisuki means, you know, just very desirable, I suppose. So Konga's oranges are very desirable to Chimpy. Or again, like less literally, it's like I love Konga's oranges. But this doesn't function as a verb in Japanese, so just be careful. Kuma-san, kore wo ageru ne. So Mr. Bear, this I'll give to you, and then kind of won't I, or you know, a bit of a weird kind of thing to translate, but yeah. Cheers, mate. Just save it there. Oosh! Oh nice, I made it. Okay, Chicken-chan ni tamago no tsukai-kata wo oshiemashou. So to Chicken-chan, eggs, tsukai-kata. We've seen this before, which is good. It's sort of like how to use. Tsukau is use, and kata is kind of the method or the way. So tsukai-kata is the way of using or how to use. And then oshiemashou, like I have decided, or I am determined to teach. It doesn't really translate well, but I think this kind of masho just shows that, you know, one is determined to do something, or has opted, has decided to do something. So I will now teach Chicken-chan how to use eggs. Kite ageru wa megane kei. So I think she's being a bit sarcastic here. She's saying ageru, like I will listen. I will listen to you. Ageru. I think she's being a bit sarcastic, like kind of pretending to be really grateful for it. But then again, I don't think you would ever really say this. You wouldn't say kite ageru. Like, yeah, I don't know. It sort of sounds sort of sarcastic and also a little bit unnatural, I suppose. Kite ageru wa. It's like I will listen to you. Kind of, don't worry. I'm gonna listen to you. Megane-kun, like glasses boy or whatever. Yeah, I think like a more natural thing would just be like kitemasu yo. Just like I'm listening. I'm listening, you know. Or like, not you know, but yeah, I'm listening basically, which sounds quite rude in English, but it's not in Japanese. It's like, yeah, I'm listening to you, sort of thing. Z botan wo oshita mama de, so we've got this thing going on again. While in the state of pressing the Z button, shi ue botan wo osu to, press the C up button, and, or if you press the C up button, kuchi kara tamago o misairu no you ni hassha dekimasu. So kuchi is mouth, so from the mouth. Tamago o, an egg. Misairu no you ni, in the form of a missile or in a similar way to a missile, I suppose is a good translation, like a missile basically. Hasha is to fire, and then dekimasu is just the potential form of suru, isn't it? So you can fire eggs like a missile from the mouth if you press C up whilst holding Z. かっこいいじゃないの. I don't know how to inflect that. かっこいい. I don't know. かっこいいじゃないの. I don't think she's saying that that's not cool. She might be though. かっこいいじゃないの. Maybe. Or she's saying, isn't that cool? I think isn't she saying, she says something good in English, doesn't she? I think she says like awesome or something. So it sort of changes, whoops, how I'm going to sort of inflect it. Not that I'm native, but yeah. I think she's saying, isn't that cool? He かっこいいじゃないの. Yeah, I'm not sure really, but yeah, I think she's saying, isn't that cool? 他にも何かある? 他にも, yeah, that means like other. And this is something that happens with other or else, other things, is you tend to use ni, and you also tend to use mo with it. So you do tend to see hoka ni mo used quite a lot. So it's like also other things, and I don't know why ni's really used. Hoka ni mo. Maybe it sort of makes it into a little bit of like an adverb maybe. So it's like otherly. Also otherly something exists, or is there something else? Is there more? Is there something else? Otherly, in addition to what you've told us. Okay, mochiron. I feel like that's kind of weird. I don't know why. Mochiron means of course. But I don't know. I don't think it's obvious to us that there is more. So I don't feel that saying mochiron is actually very natural here. But he's using it like it should be obvious to us that there's more. Even though we, as players who have played this game in the past, of course know there's more to the move. I don't think you can say that here, really. But again, I'm not a native speaker, so maybe you can. I feel like I say though, I feel like mochiron is used for when you might suspect that something is the case, and then someone goes, yeah, of course that's right, of course there is, but I don't think there's necessarily anything to suggest that we might suspect there's more. I feel like that press C up to shoot eggs forwards like a missile could well have been the full move. So I don't know. Anyway, 今度は Z ボタンを押したままで, so this time, again, obviously in the state of pressing the Z button. Hold on. C 下ボタンです. So C down botan, the C down button. お尻から卵が出ます. So from the bum, from the rear, 卵が出ます. An egg will come out. An egg will come out. ひえ、痛そう. So just a noise of sort of, undesirable sort of noise. And then itaso. Itai means to hurt or to be painful. It's I suppose it's to be painful, really, because it's an adjective in Japanese. So yeah. And then itaso, again, it sort of sounds painful, is what she's saying. Seems painful. Kikun janakatta wa. Kikun janakatta wa. That's kind of funny, like, Kikun janakatta. Like, it's kind of Kikun janakatta. It sort of means like I didn't ask. Or I didn't hear, I didn't ask. But obviously a bit more of a nuance to it. Kikun janakatta wa. Yeah, that's odd to me. I might have to ask about that. Kikun janakatta. Yeah, I'll try to remember to ask about that. But yeah, I think it's kind of obvious what it means, but I just don't know how it means that. Sort of I wasn't asking, or I didn't ask, or I regret asking, I wish I hadn't asked. Tamago wa 100個まで 持ち運ぶことができます. Okay, so eggs until 100 and including 100, as we've discussed. Mochi hakobu. This is motsu. This is the stem of motsu, which means to have or to possess or to hold. Mochi hakobu. Hakobu is to carry something somewhere, basically, to transport something, I suppose. So mochi hakobu is just to be able to, well, not to be able to, but it's to carry around, to have and to carry around. And then koto ga dekimasu kind of makes it potential. You can do the act of transporting until 100 eggs. Shagande kaiten shinagara. Okay. Tamago wo hashya suru to. Shagande is to crouch. Kaiten is to spin, to rotate. So kaiten shinagara. So whilst spinning, after crouching, kind of fire an egg, and, or if you fire an egg, egg. Oh god, that's terrible. Exciting desho. So it's a pun. It's exciting, isn't it? Okay. Ohon. Oh, I think he's making a noise, like an awkward noise, because it was such a bad joke. I think he's going anyway. I think so. So ohon. Sa tamago no tsukaikata wa wakarimashita ne. So now then, the eggs, how to use, or the method of using eggs, wakarimashita, has become clear, or you understand, don't you? Oh, okay. I thought it was going to clear then. 50個あげるから練習してください. So, because I will give you 50, kind of please practice. Yeah, basically. Oh! Yosh, Banjo! このステージで覚える新しいアクションは So this stage is, or on this stage, learn new moves. これでおしまいです, which just means with this, finished. Or kind of, that's all. You've finished them. They're over. You've done them. So yeah. With this meeting, with this discussion, you have finished all of the moves that there are to learn on this stage. Okay. Okay. Konga, anzen. So anzen basically means safe. I don't really have any special explanation for that. It just means safe, basically. Konga anzen. So konga is safe. Kuma, konga wo tatakenai. Tataku is to beat. It's used with like even things like drums. You beat drums, tataku, to strike, to hit. So yeah, he's basically saying this is potential form of that tatakenai, negative potential, so cannot beat. So it's saying, yeah, bear like cannot beat or hit konga. Simply. Does he not throw things? There we go. And then uwa. Konga tamago ippatsu kurachimatta. Ippatsu. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Sorry, yeah, I was confused for a second there. Konga, so bringing up the topic of himself, even though there's no particles. Konga tamago ippatsu. Like, patsu is a counter for, like, shots or rounds or, like, bullets, maybe. Shots, I guess, actually. And then kurachimatta. Well, this is what he was saying to us earlier. He said kuraie. And this is kurao, but it needs to be kurachimatta. This is... Oh my gosh, there's a lot going on here. Oh my gosh. It's sort of the same as kurate shimatta. Like again, shimao or chimao in this case is an undesirable thing that happened. It's added to verbs that were done undesirably, and of course he did not want to be hit by the egg, so his eating of the egg or taking of the shot was undesirable to him, and so he said kurachimatta, and it's past tense because he, you know, undesirably took the egg, he took the hit, he ate the bullet or whatever. So yeah, konga, or one shot's worth of eggs, you know, took, or, you know, I was hit by a single egg or whatever. And another. Oof. Oof. Konga yalaleta. Yeah, yaru can mean to sort of do someone in. It's probably quite a good translation, actually, because yaru can mean to do something. And so it can also mean to do someone in. And in this case, it's kind of passive, yalaleta, and past tense. So it's passive past tense. So konga was done in. Konga has been bested. Konga has been defeated, kind of vibe. And then kuma ni shouhin yaru. So to the bear. Shouhin is like a prize or an award or maybe a reward. And then yeah, yaru can mean also to give. So I give you a reward to the bear. First I want to hit the witch switch. Oi! That's close. Oh. It reset me up onto the ledge. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Ooh! Gross. Oh, they're going to talk to me, aren't they? Everything's talking to me. Okay. Washira no namae wa Juju. So yeah, we just got this ra added to washi to make it plural. So we Oh, sorry, our rather, because we've got no. It's our. Namae is name, so our names, or our name is Juju. So that's just their name, Juju. Mambo no totemu poru ja. Oh, ja. Okay, that's the end. So yeah, Mumbo's totem pole. We are, I guess. Ao kute umai mono ga daikoubutsu nanja. Okay, so ao, or rather aoi, is an e adjective meaning blue. Basically, it's just the adjective form of the color blue. And ao kute it's just te form so that you can list more than one adjective, basically. So ao kute umai, and umai means like sweet or delicious. Quite simply, mono is an object, so blue delicious thing is a ga, kind of marking it as the sort of subject, I guess, or bringing up very specifically what is their daikoubutsu. And daikoubutsu basically just means like favorite food, I think, is daikoubutsu. Yeah, ko is the same kanji as like for the kanji for to like something, and butsu is the same kanji as mono, actually, so meaning thing, desirable thing, and dai means great, so greatly desired object or favorite thing, I suppose. And then nanja, just making it kind of assertive, explanatory language, nanja. Or at least nan is. Ja, I suppose, is kind of just a replacement for da, which is a declarative, isn't it? So yeah. The sweet blue things are our favorite food, favorite thing. Oh, I need to get this extra honeycomb piece before I get this one. It's fast. Nice. Okay, me wa Mumbo Jumbo. So just I am Mumbo Jumbo. Ichiban no majinaishi. Huh. Okay. Oh, majinaishi? Majinaishi? Huh. Let's look that up. Anyway, Ichiban just means, you know, the number one or the best. Let me look up that other one. Oh, well, Majinai. Okay, Majinai is a way of reading a character that means like curse or spell or incantation or whatever. So I guess Majinai Shi, like the Shi at the end, is probably just like a practitioner of that. So it's like a practitioner of magic. So yeah, a shaman or a like a wizard maybe or something like that. Mi wa taskeru. Banjo to hane hane. Banjo to hane hane. He's calling Kazooie hane hane, is he? I'm just going to look that up because there might be like a bit of a hidden joke in there that I don't know or something. Maybe not. No, maybe not. Hane hane. Doesn't mean like, you know, obviously it can mean like wing or feather or something like that. I don't know if it's being replaced as like honey, but I don't know why he'd talk to Kazooie like that. Oh, I've only got 4 skulls. Hane hane desu. It might be talking like condescendingly down to her as like honey. I will help the bear and dumb bird or something might be the English equivalent or something, but hane hane desu. So she's, you know, gotten annoyed She's got annoyed at him for calling her honey honey. I'm not sure why. Maybe, like I say, maybe it is honey honey. A bit condescending. Mambo no magic dokoro grandchildren ni kakusareta. Okay, so Mumbo's magic dokoro, magic skulls. This is quite good actually. What you can do when you're using passive, like passive form in Japanese is you can use ni to mark an agent by whom the verb was done. Which is I find personally very helpful, very useful to be able to use. But yeah, so it's like by gruntilda, and then kakusu is to hide something, and then kakusareru, of course, is to have been hidden, or it is to be hidden, and then kakusareta makes it past tense, so to have been hidden. So yeah, Mumbo's magic skulls were hidden by Gruntilda is kind of the vibe. Majiku dokoro areba, kind of conditional of aru. If there exists magic dokoros, or less literally, if you have magic skulls, or yeah, no, that's fine. Mi omae taskeru. You help. I will help you. Kind of vibe, yeah. I don't have enough. Okay. Majiku dokoro tarinai. Tariru basically is to be sufficient, to be enough. And so tarinai is negative of that. So to not be enough, to not be sufficient. So yeah, magic skulls aren't enough. You don't have enough magic skulls. Banjo. Kanban wo miro. Kanban is a sign, basically, like this, a sign. And kanban wo miro is the imperative of ichidan verbs. So for ichidan verbs, you change the last ru into ro, and it becomes the imperative. So it's like, look at the sign, Banjo. Motto dokuro hitsuyo. So more skulls are required. Yeah. That's fine, dude. We'll go get them. What's up here in this one? Eggs. Kinda need them. Whoops. Ah, forget it. I think there's a skull in the termite mound, isn't there? I think I have to get that. Oh! So, oh my gosh, look at his face. So we've got, Oi, kitanai yaro dana. So kitanai means dirty, basically. It might look like it's negative, but it's actually just how you say the word dirty. Kitanai yaro dana. So yeah, just filthy. Yaro kind of gets translated as rascal. Obviously in English that sounds sort of silly and a bit lame, not really an offensive thing to call someone now, but it kind of fits well into Japanese things. It's like, yeah, you're just a dirty fella, dirty guy. Like, it's not really extreme enough to use a swear word in its place, I think. I feel like using a swear word is just a bit, maybe too far. Maybe not. But it just has a different vibe, basically. Yeah, kitanai yaro. It's just like you're a dirty rascal. I don't know. Like rascal again sounds a bit lame, but it works anyway. Yeah, that's what it gets translated as. Dana, just saying like aren't you, I suppose. Let's carry on a little bit. Kono tikka no to ni kuma wa tachi iri kinshi da ze. Okay. So yeah, this tikka is obviously the name of either the creatures as a whole or just this guy. I'm not sure. But to is a tower. So tikka no to, Ticker's Tower. So this Ticker's Tower into Kuma wa bears tachi iri kinshi. This is like stand, enter, and then kinshi is to be prohibited. So I guess tachi iri is like to enter and also to stand inside, maybe. So to be in, coming into the tower is prohibited, basically. Yeah, kono tikka no to ni kuma wa tachi iri kinshi daze. And then daze. Oh, it's just, yeah, I don't know, just kind of an optional sentence ending thing. You don't really need to worry too much about it. It just sounds maybe kind of a bit a bit more aggressive than yo, maybe. Right, here we go. I've got them now. Banjo. Okay. Takusan magic dokoro motteru. So lots magic skulls, and then this is present continuous of motsu, meaning to have or to possess or to hold. Motte iru would be the sort of ideal way of saying it, but people often omit the e from iru, so it just becomes motteru. So yeah, you just have many magic skulls. Dokuro marku no ue ni tatte B botan de mambo magic. So yeah, dokuro marku, the skull mark. Ue ni, two on top of the skull mark. Tatte is stand, tatsu, tatte. B botan de, via the B button. Mambo magic, which is funny because it's not really a verb, but again, not required really in Japanese. You can end things with a noun like that. What's going on here? Mambo no Jumon. So that's just Mambo's spells, basically. Moto ni modosu no service. Oh, I see. Oh, I see what he's saying. Okay. Moto ni modosu no service. So service, kind of oddly to me at least, it means that someone will do something for free. Even though a service in, like, you know, the UK and stuff doesn't mean that. A service is just something that you do for someone, usually for money, right? But in Japanese, somehow it got this meaning of doing something for free, service. And so he's saying moto, which is like origin, original form, original state, back to whatever. So to original, to origin, and modosu is to put something back, to return something. And then, oh no, okay, no, I think makes this into kind of a noun. It's kind of a nominalizer, as it's called, I think, like in grammar language. But yeah, it basically just makes the verb into a noun. So it's like going, returning back to normal is service. Returning back to normal is free. And then itsudemo okay. Itsudemo, itsu is when, and then demo kind of makes it like any time, basically. Itsudemo means any time. Nan demo means anything. Doko demo means anywhere. So you can just add like demo to the question words, and it means like any, whatever the question word is. Dare demo means anyone, any person, anybody. So yeah, he's saying anytime, okay. Is he going to comment on making a termite? Shiroari. Oh, okay, yeah, I think he is. Shiroari, I think, is like, shiro means like white, and ari is an ant, so it's like shiroari. So like a white ant, which I assume means termite, because that's what we actually are, right? Let's have a look. Yeah, shiroari, termite or white ant. Gross. Sakamichi ga tokui. Sakamichi, okay. So that's kind of like, sakamichi is like hill roads or hill passages or hill paths. So I guess he's just saying, yeah, like you know, walking on hills, basically. Tokui means to be good at something, basically. Has like a specialization. So, yeah, specialized in hill paths. And then mumble, jumon, hajimete. So first spell, basically. Hajimete means the first. So the first spell, I don't know why. He's sort of speaking, he is speaking in kind of a disjointed way like he does in English. So it's kind of works. Nishite wa joudeki. Joudeki. Okay, well this is sort of joined up actually to the rest of the sentence before. Oh, joudeki means good performance. I didn't know that. Joudeki. And nishite sort of means for or considering whatever. So he said mambo jumon hajimete nishite wa. So it's like for the first spell of Mumbo's, for a first spell, joudeki. It's like good performance. And then Mumbo, motto lenshu suru. So again, he's probably referring to himself with his name. So his Mumbo means I in his case. So I more will practice. I will practice more. Basically, let's get out of here. The other termites are going to talk to us. That's gross, man. Look at his legs when he jumps. Oh, horrible. This guy's going to talk at us. So we're saying hey, which is hey. It's just English. Sono pantsu ii na. Yeah. So those pants are good. And then na is kind of, like I said, it's kind of, you can say it to other people, but it can also be used to sort of say something out loud, like to oneself in a kind of an envious kind of way. So sono pantsu ii na is kind of like, those pants are great, aren't they? Or maybe, I suppose if it was like envy, it would be, what's the word? I said this earlier. That its inflection would be like ee na, like kind of a little bit, you know, craving of a little bit, kind of disappointed that you don't have them yourself, sort of thing. And then doko de getto shitandai. So doko de, just allowing a verb to be done at the place, which is a question in this case. So at where? Kind of, did you get them? And the Japanese do say get, like the English word get, but they don't say got. they say getto shita. They use the past tense of suru, which is shita. So it's always get, even if it was a past tense thing. So it's getto shita. Yeah, getto shitandai, and that's just very kind of inquisitive language. You know, where did you get them? Getto shitandai. Man, I can't deal with this guy's legs when he jumps. It's grossing me out. Oh. Are there only 5? Are there only 5 skulls in this? Oh man, he's talking to us and all. Sono kakkoi ryuku o ore ni kurenai kai? So that kakkoi is cool. I think we've discussed that. Ryuku is the ruck sack or the backpack. Like I said, I don't know why they call it ryuk, but they do. Ore ni kurenai kai, so to me, and then kureru is like the opposite of ageru. Ageru is to give someone something, and kureru is for someone to kind of give to you. Like I say, it's got this kind of vibe of him. It's sort of very ingrained in the grammar now, even if you don't necessarily consider someone else to be above you in the hierarchy. It's so ingrained in the grammar now that anytime anyone gives you something, they're sort of giving it downwardly to you from their sort of higher position. So ore ni kurenai kai means, yeah, won't you give me that cool backpack? We're about to get 100 notes here. Excuse me. So, このステージの音符を100個全部集めましたね. So this stage's notes, 100 all, or I suppose you could reverse it maybe for a better English translation. All 100 gathered. 集めましたね. Yeah, yes we did. 頑張りましたね. You've worked hard, haven't you? You've done your best, haven't you? Kind of vibe. Nice. Cheers, mate. Can't see. Man, how many levels are there to this? Nice. You gonna say anything? No. Okay, I'm surprised. Why? I'd love to know what their sort of creative process was for this game. Like, why did they decide to make us into a termite for the first transformation? Oh. グランチルダーの魔法のせいで音符はステージの外には and then some information, which we're not going to get just yet. Gruntilda's maho is magic, basically. So Gruntilda no maho no seide. Sei is like the fault of something. It's kind of obviously negative. So it's like due to the fault or the negative effect of Gruntilda's magic, or as I said, kind of means faults. Yeah, the way we use fault in English is kind of like I don't know, does it work here? Anyway, it's just a negative effect, basically. It's like the negative, because of the negative effect of Gruntilda's magic. The notes, let's just go forward a little bit here. Notes two kind of outside of the stage, mochi dasemasen. So yeah, this is motsu with dasu. And as we've said, dasu is to like get something out, to carry something out, or to present something, it can mean. And motsu is to have, to hold, to possess. And combined together, I guess it just means that you can't. Well, in this case, it means you can't take them out of the stage, because it's mochi dase nai, and dase makes it into potential form, so you cannot take it out of the stage. And then demo. Demo kimi ga atsumeta 100 wa. So the 100. But the 100 that you gathered. Besto kiroku to shite chanto save saremasu. Besto kiroku. Kiroku is a record, and besto just means best, doesn't it? So a best record, or a high score, I guess. A best record. Toshite means like as, basically. So as a best record, the 100 that you gathered, seibu sareru. Sareru is the passive form of suru, so it's sort of like will be saved. And chanto just kind of means like securely, properly, that sort of thing. So they will properly be saved as a best record, the 100 that you gathered. Kaku stage de 100個の音符を集めることを. So the phenomenon of gathering 100 notes on kind of each stage. 目標にしてください. 目標 is like a goal or an objective or a target. So yeah, the phenomenon of gathering 100 on each stage. Please kind of, I suppose suru can mean to act as though something is the case, or to consider something to be the case. So it's kind of like act as though the phenomenon of gathering 100 notes on each stage is your goal. Or, and then please at the end just doesn't really change the vibe at all. But yeah, so it's kind of like, you know, do your best to gather 100 on each stage, I suppose. Or, you know, aim to gather 100 on each stage. 音符ドアを開けるために必要になりますから. That's kind of, the kara at the end is kind of like because, or that's because. Yeah, that's because I suppose they will be essential. 必要になりますから. Yeah, they will be essential for the sake of opening the note doors, or they're needed for the note doors, or whatever. I'll get this last jigsaw, and then I think I'll have to leave it at that point. Alright, cool. Yeah, let's leave it there, because we've done oh my gosh, such a long video. Alright, never mind. Yeah, let's leave it there. Like the video if you liked it, sub if you want. Thanks to my patrons. Thanks for watching. Hope it's been worth it, and I'll see you next time.